Of course, both of them in the winner's bracket, so they have not met today yet. They're both coming off of wins. simpLe against Blaze, Acno against the Ninja. simpLe's was a 3-0 win. Acno's was a 3-1 win over the Ninja. So largely they got to be feeling really good coming into this. simpLe, no stranger to the winners finals here in this bracket. Acno a little bit more, not usually pushing up into that top 3 consistently.
Yeah, he's definitely a little bit more known for his 2v2 play alongside his teammate Blaze, which will happen next week in the European 2v2 side of the Winter Championship. But right now, simpLe and Acno starting off. We see Acno sticking with the Diana. It's interesting. Of the blasters mains out there, a lot of them have started to drop off the blasters, and the few who have remained have leaned a little bit more towards Cassidy as far as blasters go because of that downlight neutral signature. Seems like Acno, if he's going to be sticking with his Diana, I expect him to lean a little bit more towards this bow.
Acno giving plenty of space to simpLe. Not a very big stage, even though it does have those small walls like Shipwreck. The length of the stage is not even comparable to Shipwreck. Shipwreck a very long stage. This not quite as much.
Not a whole lot of space to move.
That's a beautiful start. Weapon Toss is going to get the dodge from simpLe. Coming in, no major edge guard situation from Acno, even though he got simpLe's dodge.
Yeah, he threw the weapon away and then was like, nah, I'll go back. I have the stage control. I don't have to risk too much, especially because simpLe had the hammer in hand, and he knows that threat of the recovery is so incredibly deadly. Actually, a lot of respect given by Acno. You saw him go off stage respecting the unarmed from simpLe. Just wanted to wait out those respawn iframes.
Is simpLe going to fall again? What a lead for Acno here. We've seen a couple Dianas here now stepping up, playing predominantly the amazing bow play, like you said.
I was really expecting the way that simpLe was moving off stage. I think he thought he could do the gravity cancel neutral signature, but right now, Acno running away with this one on the cusp of a 3-stock to start off the winners finals.
Yeah, we're seeing Acno's bow completely dominating this game like we saw Tigers do it yesterday with
my
Koji during SCA. That's a 3-stock, baby, on a Thor, 408 damage. Split that up into 3 stocks. That's around 133 on a Thor, on a map that's not the biggest. It's not like he's doing that on Demon Island, but it's definitely not like he's doing that on small Brawlhalla. Insane kill efficiency, just completely running over simpLe.
And you can see the game plan that Acno has in mind. Short walls are part of that game plan because of the way that he was hitting that neutral signature and then the immediate weapon toss. The less wall space that simpLe has to get back to, the harder it is going to be for him to return back to the stage. And Acno just so efficient at hitting that neutral signature and the weapon toss follow-up.
And again, we're seeing another map with kind of smaller sidewalls. Even though we've seen how high that ceiling is on Demon Island, Acno wasn't really killing off the top.
No.
He was using the side signature on blasters off the side, and then the other kills were on the bottom.
And again, you're seeing him stick with this bow. simpLe with the hammer. This time avoids the neutral signature. Nice side air, and Acno knows he's got nothing in the tank. Is going to immediately jump off so he can try to respawn a little bit faster.
simpLe with a great turnaround, opening up this game very strong. Just about 40 seconds in now, and he maybe has 35, maybe 50 damage on this stock.
Yeah, not too damaged, especially considering he's on this Thor, a very high defense character. We've seen Thors survive incredibly long time.
Oh, is he done?
Yep.
He's done.
And you saw him back away, didn't want to risk getting caught by that long blast of the recovery. Give Acno that chase dodge up.
Sidelight is going to knock simpLe off stage. Acno trying just a little bit towards the edge guard. Weapon spawn coming in. simpLe's going to grab the stomp sidelight. There comes the side signature. Going to get punished by simpLe. Immediate return from Acno. The recovery not going to be enough. Sending into that very high top left corner.
Yeah, that's that high ceiling that you were talking about on Demon Island. Not working out for Acno as he's not hitting the neutral signature, which launches diagonal downward. That time was launching simpLe upward.
Stomp the side air, misses. Stomp the side air, hits. Weapon toss, bonking on the head. Stomp side air, doesn't quite get the timing on it. Acno's able to dodge through. Here comes the orb.
But still saw the stars come out. Was so scary. The side air connects, launching Acno off. simpLe, can he get the return 3-stock? Yes, he can. It's just going to be a 3-stock match.
That seemed
3-stock.
like it was, and I mean similar damage, 414 that it took on that map to take out Acno. That just seemed like a very frustrating game for Acno because he was trying to punish so many things, and he was really close to punishing so many things, but not quite. Like that side signature at the end to punish the signature from
just
Thor.
went right underneath
he was
him.
so close. It seems like that Diana side signature can hit almost anywhere, but just exactly where simple wasn't quite lining up with the side signature from Diana.
It's also wild that that final knockout was with the hammer scoop going straight upward. And again, we've talked about it. Demon Island, very high ceiling. So that was quite a bit of damage that had to be built up onto Acno for that final knockout. But you see an Acno ban it out and leaving Miami Dome on the board. That's going to be the map for game number 3.
Now, one thing interesting is simple is German, as we've known from the past. He is not playing under the German flag icon. Is that Spain? That kind of looks like Spain.
Yeah, I think that looked like the Spanish flag. Giving
that's
some
a Spanish
support.
flag. Yo, we got it on the first time.
Yeah.
We never get him on the first try.
That's the experience that we've accumulated
Yeah.
over all these years. Acno now starting to bring out a little bit more Blasters play. We saw him lean heavily on the bow for game 1 and game 2. This time, Blasters maybe working out a little bit better for him against simple.
But in the first game, his opening was really strong on Blasters.
Very
Then
true.
he swapped over to the bow, and that's what dominated the rest of it. But the opening was on the Blasters. Going to have the same pacing here. Not quite as much early domination in this game.
And despite the early pressure from Acno, damage relatively even between the two. The hard hits from the hammer working out.
Oh, they was orange,
that
man.
knocked out the side signature from Diana, going a little bit further off stage because it was gravity canceled, and then having just enough force to take out simple.
Those walls are not super far away on Miami Dome.
Ceiling might be a little high, but definitely not those walls.
simple completely weapon starved as Acno goes back and forth. Oh, even picks up the neutral signature, grabs the blasters. Doesn't seem to have a problem fighting with either weapon. Simple finally gets a hammer, but more damage still coming out from Acno. The stomp side air not going to knock out.
Chase dodge.
Weapon toss going just over Simple's head. There's the gravity cancel down signature a little bit over the middle of the stage. Side signature coming out as well.
Down line nair, the nair juggling coming out from Acno. I love the way he dips underneath the soft platform, making sure that if Simple decided to do a weapon toss down, Acno would be perfectly safe, and then you pop back up and hit another juggling nair. And so much damage has been put out on Simple. The backswing of it. You were talking about how it hits in so many different positions. It swings behind her and caught Simple.
You might be right when you called it that we might have just only 3 stock games.
Just 3 stocks.
That's I don't understand how top level competitive players can just do things like that. That's just the strangest thing to me.
Yeah, the ability to shake off a 3 stock is so incredibly vital. We know that mental is important in this game. You got to be able to shake those things off, recompose yourself, and just somehow come back even stronger. Misses the down signature. Unfortunately, did not swing low enough for Acno, and Simple was able to deny the 3 stock.
I really like that immediate gravity cancel down signature though. That was really clean.
It does swing relatively low, similar to how like people will do gravity cancel sword downlight. So it was definitely a smart idea from Acno, just unfortunately didn't quite connect on the Simple.
And unfortunately for Simple, that ground pound is actually going to bounce Acno off the stage. Still, he might be able to confirm this edge guard. Back-to-back recoveries. The weapon toss.
Oh, no!
Oh,
no,
Simple! Just let him fall! Just let him fall!
Not like this. He had the stock, but he overcommitted, and he gave Acno the way back up to safety. Not only that, he lost the stock for it. That is heartbreaking.
And Dome is the first thing banned. Demon Island is open. Small Mammoth and Small Brawlhaven were open. We're going to Mammoth.
The Dome almost worked really well for Simple, too. Because of that center column, Acno was forced to come back up into the hammer of Simple. It was why Simple basically had that edge guard, but then he went extra. He went for the triple tap, and unfortunately, Acno got the stock. That means we are going to be going into game number 4 with Acno up 2-1.
Sidelight, D-light, neutral light. Try to follow it up with a recovery. Simple had the dodge for that one. Neutral signature coming out. Simple punishes with a sidelight. There's the nair coming out from Acno. The sidelight. Man, Acno's bow really just, the flow of it really reminds me of Tiger's bow.
His bow's looking very clean right now. Nice side air's the weapon toss. dash forward to give it a little bit more of a boost. simpLe almost touches the corner, but not quite, and Acno with a healthy lead for game number 4.
But that was really smart of Acno to go over there. He wasn't too close to simpLe. There was no way simpLe was going to find a hit to grant himself a chase dodge, but the pressure that Acno exuded by just being there forced simpLe to delay that dodge until to try to react to what Acno was doing.
Yeah, he did it right. He went for the longest reaching move with the bow aerial with that down air for the arrow shot instead of going for like a ground pound, which doesn't have the most priority. It's a very close hitbox.
simpLe's found now something like 5 unanswered hits with this hammer. That's going to be big damage.
Neutral light connection from Acno, though. Over to the blasters for the DPS. Stomp side air.
I'm surprised that side air ended up hitting. They were almost stacked. There you see Acno using that exhausted recovery because it gives you so much lateral movement. Not as much vertical, but he was already high enough. They didn't need to go up anymore, just left a little bit more.
Also puts out hitboxes, making it harder for simpLe to challenge him off stage. And Acno with the side signature still sitting on his first stock.
Now, of course, last game did end the string of 3 stock games, as Acno did get knocked out before taking the W.
Ooh! Oh, no!
Oh!
All right, he touched. Turn around. Yep, that recovery will knock out Acno. But simpLe, I am surprised he's going for so many of these risky offstage engagements at this point.
I think he's like falling into the fear mindset of, I have to do something big. And I think Sajam actually recently tweeted about that mindset can be really poisonous.
Oh, yeah.
Because you then go for those
you
go for those risky, reckless decisions because you have to make a big play. But you don't necessarily have to make that big play. You can win off of small little plays. By going for the big play, you might force yourself into uncomfortable situations where you're not at the advantage and you end up losing. And Acno is going to take that absolutely beautiful play from him.
Upseeding the top seed of the tournament. That means simpLe is going to be going down into the loser's bracket. Just kind of a victim of his own folly. Icarus flew a little bit too close to the sun on that one. But coming up next, we've got the matchup of Machete versus the Ninja 729.